Hi, everyone. Welcome to another High Masterclass, our 25th Masterclass. And today we have Rafaela Sobrinho with us. She's one of our finest UX and UI designers. And today she's here for the first time. And we are going to talk about the double diamond model. It's a topic that Rafaela knows much about, and I'm sure that you at home are excited to see this presentation from her. So, without further to add, hi Rafaela, how are you?
Hi, João. I'm fine.
Are you ready to lead this presentation on?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, for the ones at home that are wondering, yes, she has wrote a blog article about this. You can check it on our blog at our website and also on the description of this video. And through the presentation, if you have any kind of question, you can ask them, no problem. Me and Rafaela will be more than pleasant to answer all of your questions. And yeah, let's get this presentation on. Rafaela, before you start your presentation, can you give us a little bit of context about why we are doing this?
Yes. Actually, it's my first slide is about why I choose to speak about double diamond, because when you search on internet about others, a lot of you can find a lot of methodologies. Completely different UX methodologies to approach in the projects, and that can be very confusing for the clients, also for people in general, other companies as well. They don't know how to approach UX design in their projects, and usually you found this pop color graphics on the internet, and that's very confusing. And I choose to speak about double diamond because I think it's very basic process, and if you understand double diamond, you can understand that these other methodologies here, because they are based on double diamond, because the idea is pretty the same. And the difference of approach here sometimes is time. Sometimes you have one or two more steps, but the basis of the idea of all UX process is basically what you have in Double Diamond.
Okay.
So it's why I choose to speak about it today.
Okay, let's do it then.
Okay. So these graphics, they all are process in UX design, but we are talk about this one. This you have two phases in Double Diamond. One, we approach the problem, and the second one, we approach the solution. That's very important because sometimes the clients comes to us trying to get the solution quickly. They
Yeah.
even know that they don't know what their problem is, what problems they have, they need. They don't know anything, but they are very anxious to find the solution. And this process is very interesting because you have all these phases. I think it's important to say that methodology was created for Design Council, is an institution in UK. They created that design council to create methodologies to all industry, private or public industry, do the same thing when they create, when they want to innovate. So
Okay.
they created this methodology, and that's used all over the world because that is very important one. And you have this phase, and you diverge, and what other phase then you converge. That can be very tricky to understand that, but
Yeah.
in the end of the day, it's easy. First of all, we start with the problem. Is that orange dot here?
Okay.
Then we diverge. what that means? We discover, we try to understand the whole business, all users, all needs. We talk with a lot of people. We talk with stakeholders, we talk with users, we interview them. Sometimes we can do workshops in that phase. We want to get all data, want to understand what is this product is about, what the business is about. We can do some research to understand the competitors. We can do a lot of things in that phase. In that phase is important. We don't think in the solution, just think to understand the business.
Okay, we only get to the solution at the end, right?
Yeah.
We don't think about the solution till the end,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially in the beginning. So that part, we want to understand the users. And then we converge. When we have a lot of data, we did interviews, we talk with people, and now we sit usually with our clients and the stakeholders, and we try to converge to one problem. And that part is important because you need to define. It's called define. So we need to understand what you want to do. That's decision phase. What you want to do. You understand what you have, where you want to go. And usually we write one problem statement or problem definition, because that problem you be the problem that you want to solve in our next phase.
Okay.
So we have a problem here, that dot, and then we start a other diverge phase. Now to developer the solution. And that part is very interesting for us designers because it's a creative phase. Here we approach the problem with a lot of different solutions. You need to think out of the box in that phase. And we can develop different solutions and test them to understand the best solution for this problem, how will be the answer for this problem. And that part, you can do a lot of activities as well. You can design, you can draw, and have a lot of conversation and test our ideas. And then in the end, we will converge again to deliver phase, and we choose one solution.
Okay.
I will explain all these phases separately because I think that will be more clear for everyone. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I want to say, first of all, about the benefits again of the double diamond. You can improve the user experience because the user will be our first center of the process. Improve market competitiveness because we can do a lot of research to understand the field, understand how we can put our brand in that field. And we can, when we understand the user's needs and preferences, you can make a brand and make a product that you meet their needs.
Yeah.
So that's the key here.
Okay.
And manage expectations, because this kind of process we do with stakeholders, with our clients. So we build together with them. We don't do just by what we think that's best for them, but we do together. So that's very important because we can manage the expectation about the product and be clear what you can achieve here. So for innovation is very good because you have phases of discover and be creative. That's very good thing because you don't work just focus in deliver the solution quickly. So you can test and think, and that doesn't mean that we spend a lot of time doing that. No, you can do that in just 1 week. But if we know what we are doing and we are organized, you can do a lot of things in just a small time, and reduce costs. Because if you test the design, if you know what you are doing and you know that you can achieve your goals, you can reduce costs of in the end of the process, when you notice that you don't get the product that you want. So the tests and be sure that what you do is the best way to the product. That's very important, especially when we try to talk about innovation.
Yeah.
Well, discover phase.
The first step.
Discover phase, as I told you, we do research basically, and we try to identify the pain points, the needs, the strengths, also the opportunities to what you can do for this product. So especially the pain points is part of this discover phase. That's very important. Pain points is what we found that's big problem for the users, and we can work with these problems and try to solve them. And you can find opportunities here to make a better product for them. So this discover phase, you can call it empathize as well. We can do user interviews, observation, and shadowing. That's when we go to the field and just observe what the people are doing. Sometimes can be in the officer, or can be in the street, or can be anywhere the users are. You just observe them, because with user interviews we can get some data, but if you observe, you can get different insights, that people usually don't speak about it, but we can observe that and understand better their pain points. And in the workshop as well, we can do with stakeholders because sometimes clients don't know exactly what they want in the beginning of the process. So workshops in that phase can help them to understand what they really want from this product.
Okay, can you just tell me what shadowing is? Because I have never heard of the term.
Shadowing means that the users don't see you. So we can use some kind of rooms that's prepared for that, and you can observe, but people that are observed don't see you, don't know exactly what's going on.
Okay. I understood. No, thanks, Rafael.
So I bring to our presentation Uber case. I think this is a good example of this phase, because what Uber did was they did a very good user research to this app, very good, because they understand the biggest pain points of the people that want to call a taxi in the streets. The two problems was car ordering, because you don't know when they came, or even if you could find one in time, and the payment process, because you don't know if you have money enough, or if you have or if you need to wait the exchange to leave the car, and imagine that you have a meeting and you are late, and you need to get into that process of payment. So that two parts of the process, the journey of the users, was the biggest pain points. And what the Uber did, they solved this problem and make it easy for the customers and the users found a way to go to some place that they want.
Yes.
So that's important. As I told you, you understand the pain points and where we want to pay attention.
Okay.
Define. So it's converge thinking phase. In that phase, we found the pain points, we understand the product, and we need to converge in one idea or some ideas. Because if you develop the problem statement, we can find the feature that we want to put in our product. That features that we prioritize here, that will be our final solution.
Okay.
So that phase is very important, as I told you, because here we define the goals of the product. And we can do some documentation, have a lot of options here. That's just examples. We have 5 whys. Is when we have a question, some problem that we found, and then we answer this question, and then we do other question, and when you answer, then you do again and again, 5 times, like a kid when ask you the same thing again and again and again, and you need to find the final answer for that. So that's some activity that you can do. Also, affinity diagrams use that a lot, because when we finish interviews, we'll have a lot of data and insights, pain points, opportunities, and you need to organize that. And it usually use this stick notes, and you can group them, and you can see the most important ones. That ones is not important for us in that step, and you organize the idea visually as well. So it's very important for us. And user story is other approach. Is a story of user. So we first of all, you need to understand the user, and if you understand deeply, we can write a history about them, what they want, why they want, and so that we need to offer for them that solution. You can do a lot of user stories, 1, 2, 3,
Whatever. Yeah.
7. So you can do any stories that you want. So that's very good, because with this story, we can analyze what kind of features you need to develop in the platform.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm explain that so quickly.
Yeah. For me, I think that the ones at home got it, but like if you have any type of questions to these steps, drop us a comment. We'll answer it right away. So no problem.
It'll be confusing that.
Yeah.
So developer phase. I need to say something here first.
Okay.
So in that part, with that documentation, we get the final problem statement, and you know exactly where you want to go and what kind of feature you need to put in your platform, and you want to grab to developer. And developer stage, that's a very fun stage. It's that one that I like it because you can go wild and think in creative and
you have the freedom to do the most creative part of the work here.
And sometimes in the beginning of the project, we have this vision. We understand how the platform will be. We start to build that in our minds, And that phase, you can see them in front of us. So is a very good phase to materialize our ideas. And you can do that in group. You can do that with our client, and with a lot of activities. Usually we do wireframes that sketch that's very quickly. We can try different ideas and test them. If you need, that's important to do a prototype that's more high fidelity one, you can do as well and test, because sometimes you need some motion design, sometimes you need to illustrations, and that's a phase of when we try to develop a little bit more the idea. And testing, I think, is the most important part here, because we just know that what you are doing is the best choice if you test with real users. So that's very important. And that phase, usually we test our solutions. And you can change that, because it's not a linear, like it's not flat process. You can come back and you can read again the interviews. You can talk again to stakeholders and do a meeting. And it's not just that step and you just
Okay, you can redo it again and again and again till you find the.
Yeah, if it's needed.
Okay. I just have one question. Like, is wireframing on this step made in group, like with all the stakeholders and with the designers, or it is made individually?
We can do that in a workshop.
Okay.
And we have some activities that you can. That one that is in the pictures called Crazy Eight, and you divide the page in 8 parts, and you just draw your ideas in this part, so you can do a lot of pages and put that in the wall and vote with stick notes, dots, or something. The best part, and I can do a great part in one screen, but my colleague can understand better other screen, and it's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
You pack this, and you grab this part and this part, and then you build the solution.
You build the whole things.
Yeah, but we can do individually as well.
Okay.
That's depends of the project. So next part, deliver. And that's the final solution, and is where we try to refine our prototype. Usually we do a high fidelity prototype, and we deliver a lot of things that I need to show you. That's a picture of how we work. We design in our MacBooks, and then we can see the result in your cell phone or wherever you are, and on the web. And that is a high fidelity prototype. So that means that it's not the final product, but they behave as a normal, as a normal product. Here I have, it's not working very well. Let me see.
Now it's working.
Yeah, here you have a prototype, and you can see it's moving, and you can do animations, and can put our illustrations and everything to make sure that you have the final solution, and it's ready to implement, to give to developers to implement them. I want to show what kind of report you do, because you need to deliver a very good prototype, but also we do a report with all data, all activities, everything that was the process until
on the previous step, still delivery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do graphics, all interviews that we do, we try to show that in graphics tables, and you write our insights, why we choose to do that on this, and so it's a kind of documentation that you can use during some time, because usually we don't finish the product. The product always developing. So what you do here in this first step is a guide. What you want to achieve in other steps that's not don't finish here. So that report is very important to make sure that the client know where they want to go, and they have all documentation that they need.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I bring it to conclusion one more example. That's Airbnb. That's very successful user-centered design. I want to explain a little. It will be quickly, just to make sense, because when we talk about this concept, it can be very abstracted. So here we have a case that you can see exactly what they did, and that are the CEOs of in the founders of Airbnb, and they follow the rules of design thinking to build this platform. And that's very interesting, because they listen the host and the guests and get the feedbacks. They start improving the photos of the rooms. They did a lot of research as well to understand their needs, and they build a design system that can connect the user with the platform and build trust. Because if you imagine that, like 20 years ago, if you go to a house of someone that you don't know in other country, and you stay there for, I don't know, a week, that's crazy. That's difficult to imagine it.
It is crazy right now because we have access to this type of things which have been through this process and of like learning and so. But yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah, and they build that using design, because they built a very strong brain. They use a very strong design system. They did a lot of research to understand how they need to communicate to build that trust with the users. So we have some example of design system that they did, and here we have A/B testing that they do, and can find that on internet. And they put these two screens online, and then can understand which type of layout work better for the users. That's a kind of activity in the UX tool that you have to build a platform. So that was Double Diamond. I expect you'll be everyone could understand that. And if you have some doubt, I know that can be complicated. You can ask me, and I will be glad to answer.
And I think that once at least got a little bit of context about why we are doing this double diamond methodology to get to a solution that can improve the experience and business can benefit from it, and why they can benefit from it, like, because it's not only like, as you said, we business came up with oh, look, I have a solution that I want to build upon, but no, we have to go back and understand the problem to get to the solution. I think that's the main thing I got from this double diamond methodology, and I think that that's the way to approach this type of methodology. I don't know what you have to say about it, Rafaela, but
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole idea, and put the user in the center of the process.
yeah, that's right. Okay, Rafaela. So yeah, thanks for this presentation, and congratulations for your first time masterclass. I think that the ones at home really loved it. And if you at home stayed till the end of this presentation and you haven't dropped a like yet, please do so and share this with your community. And stay tuned for more masterclasses to come. We are doing one each month. Probably we'll have Rafaela on another masterclass. Who knows? And yeah, for the ones that don't, take care. See you on the next masterclass. And as always, if you have some type of questions, drop us on the comment section of this video. We will answer them as soon as me or Rafaela can. So yeah, take care. Bye bye.